to Argentina.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe that's how corruption goes in this tournament.
But stay tuned, as Argentina is going to come very soon.
Danny PX is trying to play a little bit of reanimation game with the Argentinian captain, and hopefully they're still alive, because if they don't respond in 10 minutes time, then it's probably gonna count as a no-show, and so far we've got 0 no-shows.
Yeah, it would be rather unfortunate if Argentina doesn't show, because they are a team with some history. I believe they got second place in both previous MWCs. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I actually am not aware of the 4DMWC history, so I'm probably like the wrong person to ask.
That's fair.
But yeah, I think 4 digits. I think the 4-digit scene is actually quite interesting compared to the no limits one, because we kind of see some different dynamics in terms of country. We see a lot of underrated players in some countries that you might not expect, because for example, Netherlands. We mentioned Netherlands before. Netherlands has a lot of actual no limits MWC players playing for 4DMWC, which is kind of particular, but such is the way of the smaller countries. Smaller countries get less top players, and it might happen that the top players are still only 4 digits.
If you are lucky enough, like the Netherlands or Argentina or Brazil. Well, Brazil is a pretty big country, but I think the Netherlands is definitely the case of a good team whose MWC participants and 4-digit MWC participants have a huge overlap.
Yeah, the ranking situation has always been the debate of any actual rank limited tournament. Like the lower you go into the rank, the more controversial it's gonna be. And I actually think yeah, you cannot be like 100% foolproof with your processes to kind of avoid having derankers go into your tournament. But this year, I think Logan has tried his best to prevent that. Although there might be some players remaining that might be debatable, but still, we're still having fun. We're still having fun, an entire world together, competing against each other. And I think even if someone is especially strong on raw physicality, I think other countries can take them down based on other skill sets. And LN, accuracy, ratio, SVs, these are not skills bound by ranks at all.
Yeah, and again, you'll see a lot of players who will have like a really low ranking, but then when push comes to shove, they will be absolutely slamming the SVs or the long note releases and whatnot. There's obviously a little bit of correlation to raw capability, but at this point, it is not. Is very loosely correlated, if at all.
Yeah, I think like the overall role, the overall goal of 4DMWC is to provide an MWC environment, but slightly lower scaled, so that it can be more affordable for the entire world. And I think that's very respectable. And right now we're going to see Argentina go into the first stage SV.
And we'll just have to see how they do after the first half, because this first half already brings a lot of bursts, as in, I mean boosts. These aren't bursts, they are changes in scroll velocity. And some of these bursts are just really some of these boosts are just really nasty.
Yeah, in this first part, it's really the decider of the team's performance.
And in this first part, we see Nadia and Prodelex with good scores, and BL5 not far behind either. But we see a 200 drop by
Yeah,
Nadia.
thing is, Nadia actually had a tremendously good start, but kind of fell apart as they brought on more and more 200s and other dubious judgments.
So that leaves both Nadia and Prodelex in that 99.2 range.
Am I actually good at Spanish pronunciation? Well, the world will only know when more and more Spanish names will show up on stream. But anyways, Nadia actually catching up in terms of accuracy and looking to be setting a really nice score. Prodelex trying to catch up as well. Maybe getting a pretty respectable score as well.
And Nadia and Pro continue to... They're maintaining their accuracy, which is definitely good.
What?
BL5 with the first miss, and that's gonna cost Argentina dearly.
Oh my god, what was that miss? Oh, what? What? No!
That is not good. It's right at the end, so it's not gonna hurt much, but... Wow.
No! What are you doing? No! Oh my god!
Yeah, that's not optimal.
You don't want to do that. I know like the last part is kind of mind draining because of the kind of bouncing of the notes and so on, but you got to pay attention, especially like the last note. How do you miss the last note?
Hey, Case, we're here. We're in a world where the last note of Black Orient has not been hit by one of the players, and now we are off to stage 2.
Oh my god. But anyways, we can recap the other scores though. Nadia with really decent 980k. 980 is where you want to be in terms of pretty high spots. Prodelex with really decent 965k as well, but 943 isn't bad either, despite the circus that last part was.
Yeah, but let's see how they fare on other skill sets.
Yeah, for accuracy, it seems that the same lineup is gonna stay.
Yeah, and this doesn't really tell us that much about Argentina's physical capabilities, because their rice players may not be the same as their accuracy players. But Here we go. This is stage 2. And despite the low star rating, this map is no joke to act.
Yeah, Predilex going with mirror for some reason. Maybe they're more comfortable with a certain order. Maybe for the chemtrails? Or maybe they trained the map too much.
In any case, it creates a nice ripple effect across the bottom row.
Oh yeah, definitely. Maybe going for the aesthetic even.
Yeah, that's for sure. But going into this first section, we see BL5 and Nidia having very good accuracies in the 99.8 range. Predilex is not that far behind. 99.66, 99.65, 67.
Yeah, honestly, BL5 and Nidia are actually doing a really good job at sustaining really pretty high accuracy.
And it's very easy to rush parts of this map. It's very easy to rush the jacks, the anchors. But
and especially the jump trails.
And Media are doing a good job at keeping that on a lid. And putting a lid to that.
They kind of lost their 99.8, however, but it's still recoverable.
We're going to see some early 300s from all players, actually. We're going to go into our break section, and this actually is a pretty good performance from Argentina.
Yeah, actually, Predilex having recovered to 99.6, that's really good to see.
And if Prodilex can catch up with the other two team members, that would be quite good for Argentina. We see some early 300s from Prodilex, which means that their accuracy will stay in the 99.6 range. It won't go down by anything. In fact, it'll go up even just a tiny bit, but everybody's accuracies are staying the same.
Yeah, oh, we're definitely seeing some small stonks from Prodilex, going from 99.6 to 91.63. Definitely hopeful for the second try as well. Ooh.
And that was a total of 455 perfects from the collective Argentinian team. 2 V1 SSs.
Yeah, 2 V1 double S's is really good to have. No 200 chokes from Nidia and BL5. Prodilex might be looking at saving some of those 200s in the next try and maybe getting a better ratio, but overall, pretty solid first performance.
Yeah, but now we're going to go into stage 3, and I guess we're not sure who's going to go in and who's going to go out, but it looks like Media is going out for Memphis.
Yeah, I guess LNs will demand players with quite different skill sets. So that's where the rest of the roster comes in. But still, seeing BL5 and Prodilex still in kind of makes me think that both of these players might be all-rounded, which is kind of scary to think about.
And we'll just have to wait until this map really begins, but we see some early 200s from BL5 as well as Predilex.
Okay, BL5 is in a roll right now.
Predilex and Memphis are both in below 99. Some more 200s from Memphis. And actually a miss, and Memphis starts to struggle, which is going to bring the team total down by a fair bit.
Yeah, Memphis going down the low 98s.
And Predilex is beginning to recover. They are going to be merging with BL5 ideally.
Yeah, the thing is, all of those players actually handled the density part actually really well. So actually, it might be possible that Argentina might be looking for a second try full combo? Full team full combo?
It might be difficult since there are a ton of potentials for chokes, and we definitely saw some chokes here.
Yeah, especially from BL5 just now. And again, like this ending isn't forgiving at all.
But that's the nature of long no maps. They are very RNG sometimes, especially on maps like this if you're not familiar with them. So that score is something that can easily be improved.
Yeah, we see some quite interesting results here. BL5 having the best ratio by a fair bit. 445 regulars versus Prodilex's 507 regulars. Kind of same-ish amount of the 200s, but BL5's shortcoming is their misses and Slayer drop. So preventing those misses and Slayer drops is definitely going to be key in improving the score in the second try.
And as I mentioned before, it is definitely improvable. Those misses can easily disappear and your score will go up by thousands, if not tens of thousands. We see Zero subbing in for Memphis. But BL5 and Predilex look to be the all-rounders of the Argentinian team based on the substitutions.
Okay, we see Zero for the first time.
And this map just really tests your consistency on light to medium density jump streams.
Yeah, Prodilex actually doing a decent run right now, but BL5 kind of falling prey to some of this onslaught of nodes.
Zero is also doing pretty decently with a 99.3.
Yeah, Zero actually on the full combo as well, trying to climb back in terms of accuracy, but still doing a decent run.
It's Zero and Prodilex with the FCs, and Prodilex is leading the lobby in terms of accuracy with a 99.6.
Yeah, BL5 has to do some damage control here, kind of trying to recover from the misses.
Yeah, those misses are pretty important to minimize.
Oh no,
Looks like
Zero.
we need a couple more.
Yeah, Zero falling prey to the first miss as well.
While both Zero and BL5 are struggling, we're going to see Prodilex with that 99.6. And And that 99.6 looks to be consistent as it has not changed over the past quarter of the map.
Yeah, Zero still being above 99% might be very meaningful for Argentina in regards to their score. But still, Predilex carrying hard, really hard.
And Prodilex is definitely the one player to look out for in terms of all-roundedness because they just got a score of 3 200s. That is a pretty good score, and Prodilex should be proud of their performance.
Wow, 99. 99 is top tier, actually. 989 is actually top tier, so they're just gonna Argentina is just gonna have to manage their two other players to kind of stay as high as possible. Like 964k ain't too bad either. 934 might be recoverable, and it's not like too bad either. But still, there's room for improvement, I think.
We're gonna go to stage 5, and based on what we've seen before, it's highly likely that BL5 and Prodded will stay. I'm not sure about Zero.
Okay, let's go. Prodilex actually opting for a mirror again.
And from our performances before, I would assume BL5 will have an advantage on LNs over Rice, while Predilex is going to be all-rounded and should be consistent. Zero has some pretty decent Rice abilities, but I'm not sure about their LN abilities, which means that we could see their score tank by a little bit in this first half. And true to my word, our two leaders are BL5 and Prodilex. Zero takes a little bit of a drop there.
Yeah, especially with this combo break. Actually, that was clients.
Oh, that was... I guess Zero only dropped in accuracy and not combo, but we do see a bona fide drop by Zero, so I guess you can blame me.
Yeah. It might be Bancho trying to predict the miss, the actual miss. It's kind of bad of Bancho to do that.
Yeah, Bancho is bad. Don't use Bancho.
Yeah. It's been bad today. But still, we can see pretty even performances from BL5 and Prodilex. Kind of friendly competition between them. Oh, Zero.
I'm not sure how BL5 is good. I'm not sure how good BL5 is at technical Rice, but we're gonna see as we get into the second half, which is incidentally very technical in its Rice pattern.
So right now it seems that BL5 is actually taking the lead.
And this doesn't look to be stamina draining enough for BL5 as they maintain a 99.4. Prodilex actually missing.
Yeah, but Prodilex, will fall prey to the technicality of the Rise, and ooh, that's a joke.
We're seeing now how BL5 can perform on rice that doesn't require stamina, and we are not dissatisfied.
BL5, what? What are you doing?
I think that was a slider break, but it still dealt a pretty significant blow to their combo.
I think it's at the end, and this ending does not have like 400 nodes, so it's not gonna hurt as much as if it was earlier. But still, breaking that full combo must be like a demotivator.
But that's the story of Argentina in their first try of Stage 5, and we're going to be seeing some pretty respectable 200 counts from both BL5 and Prodilex.
Yeah, 976k is still like really good. It's like a really good score. So the slider break is actually not mattering too much because it was at the end. Prodilex having a 961k isn't too bad either. It's improvable by removing those misses, and I think that Prodilex is actually fully capable of getting a full combo. Zero, on the other hand, has to play damage control, but 910k is actually decent enough. It's actually decent enough. It's like not too terrible.
Yeah, and it is also not only not too terrible, but it's also improvable.
Yeah, because we're gonna have a 5 break, and after this 5-minute break, Argentina is gonna have a second try on the 5 stages.
Let's see what we've discovered about the players so far. We've seen Indignadia, who looks to be an SV and accuracy player. We see our two front runners, Prodilex and BL5. Prodilex may be stronger in the rice than BL5, but BL5 knowing how to act both rice and LNs as long as it is not too stamina draining.
Yeah, Prodilex and BL5 actually played all 5 stages, so it's really the wild third player element that's going to define Argentina's playstyle, I guess.
Yeah, the climate of their team dynamic looks to be 2 all-rounders, 1 really good rice player who is also the all-rounder, that is Prodilex, and BL5 who may have less stamina but makes up for that with better tech accuracy. And on the other hand, the third player we've seen, Mediob, Memphis, and Zero, and these players all have different strengths.
Yeah, like they might not be the best at their skill sets, but they definitely do the job at getting Argentina decent scores as a whole, because Argentina needs team scores, not individual scores.
But the question is, will the all-roundedness of BL5 and Prodilex be enough to carry Argentina into a high seed position?
Yeah, that's a question that we'll see the answer not in a couple of minutes and so on. Okay, we're starting back up from stage 1, and we're gonna go in order again.
We see the return of Media, who is by far Argentina's most consistent accuracy and SV player in the team. Not to discount the other 2 players.
Yeah. In any case, I think Argentina has pretty decent SVs, um, top tier accuracy, okay LNs, improvable LNs, improvable Rise as well, and improvable hybrids. So I think they might be focusing on the 3 last stages rather than the first 2. But maybe SV is also improvable, actually, if BL5 can actually avoid missing.
And if BL5 does not choke the SV, they will have a good chance at improving their stage 1 score.
Yeah, something like a 980, 965, and perhaps 960 would be pretty good for Argentina.
And now we're just waiting on the players to begin, and let's get on with it.
ProDeluxe are also opting for mirror on the SV. I don't believe ProDeluxe had mirror on for the SV the first time.
We see that first boost tripping up BL5 a little bit.
Yeah, actually, ProDeluxe is off to a great start, but we'll see if ProDeluxe can sustain that kind of accuracy throughout this first rough section.
It looks like the decision to put on mirror for ProDeluxe is proving to be a smart one, as they tied Nadia's score. They're just about at Nadia's score as we enter into this first break.
Yeah, if ProDeluxe can actually get a score similar to Nidia's first try, that would be actually tremendous. If Argentina is able to get a double 90k, that's wow.
That would be impressive indeed. Now we're off to our second section, which presents itself with some nasty 3-3-2 boosts. But all players are holding up pretty well.
Oh, ProDeluxe dropping accuracy quite a fair line.
Nidia maintaining that 99.5. ProDeluxe trying to get back up in there.
Yeah, ProDeluxe and Nidia actually being tied in accuracy, like literally tied.
It looks like some 200 were dropped by Nidia just now. I guess that's how they're taught, but with no misses, this looks to be a definite improvement over last time.
Oh yeah, if they don't mess up the ending, that is. Okay.
And you have to be careful about this ending. And besides that 200, the players seem to have nailed it.
Nice. That's really good. That's really good.
And that's a clean score from all 3 players.
All 3 players actually managed to improve their own respective score. Nidia going from 980k to 982k, ProDeluxe going from 965 to 978, and BL5 actually getting the full combo, going from 943 to 961.
And all in all, that represents an improvement of over 30,000 points. That is a pretty huge improvement.
So yeah, after a great start for the second run, I think that that must be motivating the Argentinians quite a bit.
something I could probably blow a ring. I'm opening up as a singer. Nobody wants quality, they only want quantity. They keep ignoring me, it's boring me. I want
any case, we're gonna go into the accuracy stage, and Argentina already has a pretty safe, good run on accuracy. So they're just looking into perhaps getting a high score on that. They still have the same lineup, so no gamble this time.
I say it again, another time. I spoke freely.
And we'll have to see if the players do better. And crucial to improving the ratio is being sure to not rush any of the slow jacks.
And especially not rush the jump trays as well, like the one incoming, right? No.
And everybody seems to have gone out without too many scraps.
Nidea kind of hurting a little bit in terms of accuracy compared to first try. Nidea actually had a 99.8 in the first try. It's still recoverable, however, but kind of hurting a little bit.
I would assume nerves are playing a huge factor for Argentina, who's looking to try and improve their scores from last try.
Yeah, actually, Prodilex might be on a good way for a pretty good improvement. Like getting a 988 to the 990s would be really good, but oh, that's dropping
That's a
from
little bit of a drop for Predilex.
Yeah, that's dropping from 99.7 to 99.6. Actually, BL5 might be looking at an improvement, getting a 99.8 instead of 99.78.
And at this break, we see the players with pretty similar accuracies from last time, but except the percentages are permuted.
Yeah, it might be the same total score, but it's kind of spread differently.
And this is looking to be a very slight improvement for the Argentinian team, but we'll have to see if they stay consistent on these final slow jacks. And I think it was that drop from Nidea that really hurt them a little bit in this run, because Nidea has improved from a 99.62 earlier in this song to now, which is a 99.76.
What? How did BL5 get a 50?
I'm not sure either.
How did BL5 get a 50? That's... Oh my god. I think that's still... Oh no, I don't think that's an improvement. I don't think that's an improvement at all. They're going from 993, 993, 988 to 992, 990, 989. Oh well, let's still have a good run.
Yeah, that's a rather... It shows, if anything, it shows Argentina's consistency on accuracy.
Yeah, they had a similar score, so I'm gonna look forward to seeing Argentina in groups. Like, if they can be consistent with the groups map pool, it should be pretty good.
We're going into our third stage, and it looks like Media may be staying in. We're not sure.
Yeah, because stage 3 is where we usually see the third player change. Actually, Memphis going instead of Nidea. But here it might not be the case. It is not the
I
case
guess
indeed.
we're having Nidea stay in.
Wow, we're gonna see Nidea's go at LNs.
And we're gonna see if Prolex and BL5 can improve their accuracy.
Oh, they're getting two players over 99% right now. Oh, 3 players over 99%.
It looks like the decision to sub in Nidea is a very good one.
Yeah, they're actually pretty equal to each other, which is quite satisfying to see.
Everybody is in that 99.1 range as I speak. It's very satisfying to watch 3 players with literally the same accuracy.
Oh, starting to separate a little bit with
that was a pretty big drop from BL5 and Nidea, but we'll see if they can recover from that.
Yeah, 4DMWC3 got in pretty unscathed, still keeping the 99.1. Yeah, BL5 is slowly recovering to the 99s, and Nidea has a little bit more to recover. But as soon as I speak, BL5 is actually losing the combo.
Yeah, but that's definitely still an improvement on the miscount from earlier. But as I say that, Prolex misses.
Yeah,
the ending is going to leave everybody with just under 99% in accuracy. 4.6, 4.7, and 4 and 5.9. How does that compare to last time?
Okay, compared to last time, that's definitely way more balanced. First try was 961, 949, and 913. But this time it's like 959, 947, 946. So way more balanced. Definitely an improvement. Definitely an overall improvement.
And it looks like that's an improvement of nearly 30,000 points.
That's huge. That's huge.
That's a pretty solid performance from Argentina. Let's move on to stage 4. And I wonder if Nidea is going to stay in instead of 0, but we'll just have to see.
Right, we're gonna see. We might be seeing an unconventional switch right here. It might not be Nidea that actually switches, but BL5 is actually switching. So BL5 is actually the worst performer on stage 4 with a 934 versus 989 and 964. So it might be the right move. Might be the right move.
It may be the right move if Nidea has the ability to accuracy, and I suspect that is probably highly the case.
Yeah, if we're able to see Zero's actual board.
I think that was an early run of 300. That was also a miss from Zero.
Yeah, I don't know. The client makes that confusing.
Yeah, Zero is struggling a little bit in this beginning. Given that it's in the beginning, it probably looks to be nerves. Prolex and Nidea are doing pretty well there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Compared to the first performance, Zero is definitely looking more shakier.
Yeah, and if we want to see an improvement in the Argentinian team, we have to root for Syria to stop missing and start being more consistent, which we would all love to see happen. There's Nadia who's going to miss as well.
Oh, second time.
A second time. And Prodilex is still showing why they are the rice carry for Argentina. They are maintaining a 99.6 through this light to medium density 230 BPM jump stream.
Yeah, Prodilex really putting the pro in Prodilex.
Nice one. Well said. We got some comjacks going up before another hard card before the end.
No, don't bring in the comjacks.
They're not fast. They're calm. We're gonna see Predilex repeat the performance pretty well. But it's Zero who's going to suffer a little bit as we reach the end of this match.
That's going to be interesting to compare. Prodilex actually lost 4k on that.
And all in all, the scores seem to be just a little bit behind their previous try.
Yeah, each one of them, even if they're in different spots, number 1, number 2, and number 3 have respectively lost a couple thousands compared to their first try, so, well. I'm gonna have to deal with the first run.
And let's go into stage 5. If you recall in stage 5, BL5 and Predilex had some pretty clean ratios.
Oh yeah. Like BL5, definitely putting the 5 in BL5 for stage 5 with a 976k.
And before we begin this last map, I would just like to wish Zaken another happy birthday. If I'm counting correctly, it will be their 3rd birthday in 2 days, which is quite the feat.
Yeah, I cannot believe how old Zaken is. The fact that Zaken is actually able to play after all those birthdays is actually insane.
Yeah, it's a shame that they're not better in 4K within 2 years passing by in 2 days, but yeah, that's the nature of having 3 birthdays in 2 days.
Yeah, definitely getting busy with those birthdays, no time to skill boost.
But let's turn our focus back into Argentina as they're looking to improve upon their already solid stage 5 performance. And we'll see how good Nidia can perform now that they've subbed in for Cyril.
I don't remember Prodilex having such a high scroll speed before. I remember the mirror, however. That's quite interesting.
Creating a nice waterfall effect. But in any case,
okay, we've got kind of a freeze frame right now. Okay, we're back.
And everybody is holding good combos so far, as we're halfway through our first LN section.
Yeah, honestly, if all players can maintain over 99%, that's going to be tremendously good. And actually, the interesting thing is that Nidea is actually playing again instead of Zero. So I guess Argentina really is a bunch of pillars. We've got BL5, Predilex, and Nidea being, I guess, the carries.
Yeah, and Syria is also pretty good at Rice. And Memphis, I'm sure, is good at LNs. But it's going to be BL5, Prodilex, and Nidea in this hybrid, and everybody's maintaining the FC. We saw a little bit slip up from BL5. But...
yeah, that's quite interesting to see. I think for most of the matches, Argentina might be going BL5, Nidea, and Prodilex. But situationally, depending on the map, they might get some of those other players in, and situations depend on the maps themselves.
Yeah, and
oh no,
Prodilex misses in the second LN section, which is slower but has a bunch of releases.
Oh my god, that's too bad. They really had a really nice streak going on, and they were going for the triple FC as well.
And there's a miss from BL5. These Indian releases are not trivial by any means. They are difficult to time.
Yeah, definitely. But still, I think with this kind of performance, they're definitely looking at a huge improvement, especially since Nidea coming in clutch with the current full combo.
In this end, we're gonna see some stray 200s on these rice, on these noodle releases. That won't count for much. And Argentina does a fine job as everybody has good ratios.
Oh, double 69! We like to see the double 69.
Double everybody around that 970k range.
Oh my god. Nidea, BL5, and Prodilex are so well-rounded together. That's so satisfying to see. However, Prodilex has a miss extra compared to Nidea and BL5, but it ends up so satisfying.
It's just so satisfying when you've got 3 carries, 3 all-rounders on a team. And in these qualifiers, we saw exactly that with Argentina.
I think, yeah, they had a pretty interesting strategy going into these qualifiers, letting those other players have a taste of the qualifiers. It might be helping them in the actual tournament stages, because from the looks of it, Argentina is definitely going to qualify. There's like no question about it.
But in any case, next round we will have in less than 10 minutes qualifiers for the teams of Dominican Republic and Peru. The interesting thing about Dominican Republic is that they are only 3 members deep.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be kind of tough to work with.
Actually, they are 4 members deep.
Okay, so Peru has 5 members, and the Dominican Republic, if I can find them, has 4 members as well. Well, 5 and 4, so quite interesting.
And based off of numbers, Peru looks to have a pretty solid showing of members in the 1,000 range. But the caveat to that is that Rice physicality does not tell you everything.
Yeah, and the qualifiers are there to kind of discern some of those hidden skill sets.
And that will be interesting to watch for sure. But in any
definitely.
Case,
we're gonna. Yeah, your two definitely
with Patarages.
Yeah, some definitely Pataraj. Yeah.
Yeah, but go on with what you're saying.
Nah, I wasn't saying anything. I was just kind of having comebacks with you.
Okay, well, I guess that's the end of Argentina. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for watching. We're gonna be transitioning to different commentators later on. We're gonna be seeing Jude and Sakawa. So that's gonna be it for this week for me and Chu as well. So have a good one.